Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A fun day in the sun almost turned deadly for a 5-year-old boy swimming at a Fargo pool this afternoon. Staff at the Davies Pool spotted the boy in the water and pulled him to safety. A lifeguard on duty performed chest compressions and called for assistance. FM ambulance rushed to the pool and later brought the boy to the hospital. They say he was conscious and breathing at that time. A representative of the Fargo Park District says things like this don't happen often, but they want lifeguards to be ready at all times.
Their emergency action plan for pullout, so they just rehearsed it yesterday, and then they're going to have a debriefing at 5 o'clock with the managers and the staff. So I'm very proud of our staff, and again, I can't emphasize how important it is in these situations to really have a good understanding of what you're doing and how important it is when you're on that lifeguard stand.
Fargo Parks say the pool was at maximum capacity with 11 lifeguards on duty at the time of the incident. Dilworth Police, the BCA, and Postal Service are investigating an online dating scam that has conned potentially over 100 victims, with 2 people losing $20,000 apiece. It's a scam that crosses international boundaries, too. Court documents show that police questioned a Dilworth woman about her sending over $1,000 in packages to Nigeria through the Dilworth post office. Police say for some reason, Barb Malari is a middleman in this scam, where several fake online dating profiles are created and hook people looking for relationships. This is a look at some of the evidence Malari volunteered once police started questioning her. Police Chief Ty Sharp says he has tracked over $150,000 leaving Dilworth to go overseas, but he can't find who sent it to Malari.
These Nigerian scams, we're not stopping it. We're just cutting off this one piece. And if there's one tentacle in Dilworth, you know, there's millions of tentacles throughout the US, and all we've done is shut off one little 0.1%.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, hear more from Chief Sharp about why this case is going to take a long time to investigate and why they can't bring charges yet. If you need help with an issue in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline at 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. 5 people are facing felony charges accused of being involved in a meth trafficking and distribution ring. A confidential informant helped the DEA make the bust that ended up happening in the parking lot at the West Fargo Costco. Susana Guadalupe and Patricia Serrato, along with Carlos Lopez and Ana Sanchez, are all being held in the Cass County Jail. They're accused of trafficking meth from Texas to Minnesota and North Dakota. The investigation started back in August of 2015. DEA agents have been tracking the case since and were able to ping Susana Serrato's cell phone as she made the trip from Texas to Fargo. Court documents say on June 7th, this is when the drug deal was planned to go down. The 5 were arrested when authorities found meth in Serrato's purse. The temps keep climbing this week. Hot and steamy out there this afternoon. But what about this evening? Hutch, if we're heading out to Rib Fest, should we be worried?
Well, just make sure you have plenty to drink and some sunscreen because temperatures have hit the 90-degree mark here in the FM area. It's 81 in Lakes Country, so more comfortable there. Look at just off to the west, 98s in Aberdeen and in Hettinger, and some strong thunderstorm development out to the west. For this evening, temperatures will be in the 80s for most of it, and the wind will be from the east or southeast at around 10 miles per hour, and it looks like mostly clear skies throughout the FM area. Overnight, though, we do have a chance for some of those strong storms out to the west, working their way into our neck of the woods. I'll have hour-by-hour details on what you can expect there, and it gets even hotter for your Friday forecast details here in a few moments.
All right, thank you, Hutch. He is known as a man who dedicated his life to public service. A Hawley, Minnesota native will be honored at the city's annual Rodeo Fest this weekend. John Young Jr. died at the VA Medical Center in Fargo on Tuesday, just a couple of months after his 80th birthday. His list of community involvement is quite lengthy. He's formerly a mayor of Hawley and also served on the city council for more than 28 years. He was an active member of the annual rodeo committee. It's Rodeo Week in Hawley, and a moment of silence will be held at each show this weekend. The rodeo starts at 7 in the evening on both Friday and Saturday at the Hawley Rodeo Grounds. Visitation for young is on Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. The funeral is at 2 Monday afternoon. Both are at the Hawley Lutheran Church. Minnesota's governor says the cost of going to college in the state is out of whack and needs to be fixed. Governor Mark Dayton made a stop in Moorhead today at MSUM to bring a message that he wants a special session to wrap up business the legislature didn't finish. Dayton says one of the requirements of that special session is approving $21 million for the state college and university system, also known as MnSCU. He says that money is needed for salaries so programs don't have to be cut. And MSUM is among the schools where cuts are being made. But Dayton says in what he calls real dollars, state support for higher education is dropping, and it shouldn't be that way.
And that's one of the reasons that the burden on students, tuition, has gone up. It used to be the MnSCU system was 2/3 funded by the state and 1/3 by the students. Now it's flipped. Now it's 1/3 by the state and 2/3 by the students. And even then, the resources aren't sufficient.
The governor will be meeting with legislative leaders next week to see if they can work out a deal to wrap up the unfinished business. Early voting is still open for the North Dakota primary election, but there's been a slight hiccup as the Baymont Inn in Fargo is closed. If you live in Cass County, you can still vote at the Cambria Suites in West Fargo and at the Days Inn in Castleton. Polls are open until 7 tonight and will reopen tomorrow. You're reminded to make sure you have proper identification so you actually can vote. Candidates in next week's Fargo City Commission races are getting their message out in a unique way. It's called the Candidate Cracker Barrel. Here's how it works. Each of the candidates took his or her place this morning at a table occupied by members of the Chamber of Commerce. And at that gathering, the candidate offered positions and answered table mates questions. After 7 minutes, time is up and the candidates move to the next table. 10 of the 11 candidates running for 2 seats on the Fargo City Commission were able to make it. The election is Tuesday. Last week, we heard from many of you wondering about a peacock wandering around town. And just yesterday, a yellow cockatiel was found in South Fargo. The man who found the bird is hoping to get it back to its owner. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop looks into what you should do if you stumble upon an unusual pet.
Like I said, I don't want to just give it away to somebody for a free bird. I would like to have it go to its original home.
Birds, bunnies, and even snakes are allowed as pets in the city limits of Fargo and Moorhead. Chris Quinzer admits he didn't know what to do at first, but he knew it was a pet.
It came right to me. I mean, I went to the back and it was like, I put my finger out and it came right to me. And
if you find an unusual pet like a bunny or even a bird, it is recommended to call your local authorities.
Sometimes the owners are not located. You know, the owners sometimes just think that once the bird is gone, they're gone. And they don't think to look and see if maybe somebody found them.
Just like cats and dogs, animals like birds, guinea pigs, and bunnies are taken to the pound and held for 3 days. Candy says sometimes people even just let them loose and aren't aware there is a bird rescue in town.
You know, they all know about the dog and cat rescues, but they don't always think that there's a parrot rescue.
You may not even know that smaller animals like birds and bunnies can be microchipped. Candy says it's a good idea that could help get lost pets back home to you. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Moorhead and Fargo both prohibit wild and exotic animals. If you come across one, it's best to call police or the pound. More than 500 athletes from around North Dakota are again gathering in Fargo for the Special Olympics. This is the 19th consecutive year Fargo is hosting the state summer games. Things kick off tonight with the torch being lit at 6 p.m. and the Fargo Police Department, coaches and volunteers say it isn't about the outcome, but about the fun the athletes have.
They won in their mind, and that's what's important. They feel they did a good job, and that's winning. I mean, winning isn't always coming out on top. It's doing the best you can and having fun at doing it.
The summer games will be going on Friday and Saturday. The public is encouraged to cheer on the athletes this weekend at any event.